Okay, now. Hello, 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 hello. Let me see if this is working fine. Give me just a second. Okay. I think that now I'm live. So I was talking alone. Damn. I wasn't live. Okay, let me reset really quick this. So let's make a new, no, just let me delete this and delete the solids. There you go. Okay, I was already making the tutorial, but I wasn't streaming. So let's make like nothing happen. Okay, and this tutorial I'm gonna teach you how to make a 3D ring here in After Effects without having to use any plugins. So this is completely native from After Effects. Okay, let's start. So first, go here and hold click and select the ellipse tool. Make a ellipse. This will be our ring. Hold shift and control to make it a perfect circle. Now select the layer and let's center it with Ctrl Alt Home and Ctrl Home. Now if we make this layer, this shape 3D, we can change the extrusion and all of that thing to make it like really 3D, because we have to change the render. So click here or press Ctrl K. This will open the composition settings. Go to 3D render and change classic 3D to Cinema 4D. This will allow you to make extrusion and bevel your shapes. So we're going to use this. We don't need the fill, so click here in fill and select here to none to disable it, and increase the stroke to something like that. We can rename this layer. This will be our ring. There you go. And now let's rotate this to see the 3D effect. So rotate the X axis. There you go, so you can see it from the side. And now you have to go to geometry options and select the bevel style to convex. And now you have to increase the bevel depth. But it will only allow you to increase it to a maximum of 10. So we have to type like 50 or more to make it bigger. So I'm gonna make it 100 or 80. That's a lot. And let's try. So you can also make this ring bigger by going here to content, select the ellipse, go to ellipse path, and here you can increase the size of your ellipse, and there you see it's like larger. And also you can change the stroke width. So go here down below to stroke 1, and here you can change the stroke width. I tend to keep this really low, like below of 10. Okay. Okay, so now we have to make this the size we want. So I'm gonna put this 3 ring here. I see it's like too large in size, so I'm gonna go to content, ellipse, ellipse path, and decrease the size. Something like this, and I want it to be thicker, so now go to geometry option and increase the bevel depth 100. Yeah, that's right. So we have our 3 ring here. As you can see, the anchor point is not in the center, so we have to center it again. So press Ctrl Home and Ctrl Home. Now it's right at the center. Now it's time to add the lights. So let's add a light with Ctrl Shift Alt L. It's a pretty long shortcut. And here we can add our lights. So I prefer to use a point light, and here we can select the color of the light. To give it a better look, we are going to use a few lights. Not only one light, but more lights. So we're going to use one from this color and decrease the intensity to something like 60. You can see the light is kind of dark, but that's because we are going to use more lights. So this is one light. Let's duplicate it and move it to the other side, like here. Now let's change the color of the light by pressing Ctrl Shift Y while selecting the layer. And this will be like a pink light, like that. There you go. Now you can see it looks cooler. And also we can change the color of our ring. So select the ring and select here the stroke color. And I'm going to make it like a golden ring, like if it was made of gold. Should be more yellow, less yellow. Something like this. Okay, I think this color is fine. So hit OK. And here we already have our 3 ring. To preview it in real time, you can click here in Draft 3D. And it will render for a second. And now you can move it in real time. Okay. So now let's create a wall. So let's make a solid layer with Ctrl Y. Let's call this wall. And try to make this the size of the composition, 9020 by 1080. And also make it white so it will reflect the color of the lights. Hit OK. Bring it here down below and make it 3D. Now let's rotate this a little bit in the X rotation. So you have to incline this a little bit like that. And you can also increase the scale so it fits the composition. And move it back so it doesn't touch the 3 ring. Okay, so now it's time to change the material option of the ring. to make it look like more shiny. So go here to material options, and we are going to change some things. First, we have to disable here the draft 3D to preview how it really looks. We can turn on the shadow, but this will cost the performance of our PC. So you can turn on to see how it looks. Let's wait. Okay, there you go. So I'm gonna move these lights like back here closer to the camera so it illuminates the ring from this side. You can also move this in Draft 3D, so to make this process more like faster. Let's rename this light as pink light, and also label it pink, and this to the cyan light, and make it cyan. Yo, Shirag, how are you? Okay, so we already have the lights. Now let's change the material options. So let's start by making this 3D ring like more reflective. So here in reflection intensity, bring it up to 25 and disable the draft 3D. And let's wait, and you can see here, let's rotate this a little bit to see it better, like from this side. Okay, let's wait until it's render. It takes its time. There you go. We can see the reflection here. Let's go to material options. I don't recommend this to bring it too much higher because it's just like a mirror if you bring it like higher of 50. You can see it looks weird. So let's keep this to 25. And now to make it brighter, let's increase the diffuse to 100% because it looks like too dark now. And there you can see it looks brighter. And now to make it look like more shiny, let's increase the specular intensity to 100%. This will give it like a bright tone. Let's wait to render. There you can see. And to avoid like this shadow in the borders, let's decrease by a little bit the specular shininess. So bring it to 3, from 5 to 3. It's like really sensitive, so keep the change low. There you go. Okay, so that looks pretty sick for now. I'm gonna change this light. It looks like too greenish. So let me change the color. It looks the same. Or maybe let me increase the intensity. Okay, I increased the intensity, but what? I increase the intensity and the ping light is like stronger. What happened here? Oh, let me decrease the intensity of the ping light. And make this draft 3D. And let me move here while I'm in draft. So it's faster to work like here. Move it like here. Like there. I don't know why this light looks like kind of green. This color. There you go. What happens if I increase the intensity? Okay, I'm gonna keep this in 75 for the intensity. Let's turn off the draft 3D and let's see how it looks for now. Oh, it looks so sick. Okay, so now let's animate the ring. So you can make some animations to this 3 ring. So to animate this, first let's select Draft 3D for performance purpose and go to Geometry Options, and you see here the bevel depth. We can animate it. So go to the first seconds or something like that. Make a keyframe for bevel depth. Go to the beginning and set here to 0. And you will see like it looks so weird. So it makes like this inflation animation. But here at the beginning you can see the ring. So we have to animate the width of the stroke 2. So go to content, ellipse 1, stroke 1, and make a keyframe here for stroke width. Bring this keyframe to the first second. And here at the beginning, set this to 0. Now let's preview. Okay, now it looks better. And let's easy these keyframes with F9. Go to the speed graph and move the handles all the way to the left. To the left, I wasn't sure if it was left or right. Okay, now it looks better like that. So here we have this inflation animation. And another thing we can animate is the size. So go to content, ellipse 1, and select here ellipse path 1 and make a keyframe for the size. Move this keyframe to here at the end. And let's start with the size of 0. So set size to 0. And you see how it looks. It looks very nice like that. And let's try to make the size animation a overshoot. So to make a overshoot fast, you can find in the link in the description a link to this expression. So I'll click the size stopwatch and paste the expression here, and you will see the overshoot. To make it even more visible, you have to bring this keyframe closer. Avoid to use ECs in this keyframe because it will make this expression to not longer work. So bring it like closer like this And now let's preview. Oh, that's too fast. Let's bring it a little farther away. Okay. So it looks really nice like that. So I'll repeat myself. You can find this expression in the link in the description. And what else? We can animate the rotation we can animate. So go here to R. And let me see what's rotation, the Y maybe. Yeah, the Y rotation. So go to the beginning, make a keyframe here, press U to see all the keyframes, and move like to the second, here, the second, and select here the grease, and let's increase this, or well, we can animate this by hand. So make it like a 180 rotation, and you can see it hits the wall, so we have to bring the wall like further away. So I'm gonna make the rotation like this. Easy is this keyframe, and go to the speed graph and move it to 100%. Let's move the wall so it don't collide with the tree ring. There you go. And now let's see. Okay, it's perfect. So here we have this animation. And let me see if I can rotate another axis like this. Oh, it keeps hitting the wall. So I'll move the wall away. This freaking wall. And I'm gonna start this rotation from here. So I'll make a keyframe to the X rotation. Go to this last keyframe and let's rotate it like this maybe. And let's change the rotation of the other axis. Something like this and like this. Let's ease this last keyframe to 100% and let's preview. But nah, it looks weird. It looks weird. And let me ease this keyframe. And let's see how it looks now. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like this. Or maybe move it like here. And move this like further away. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out what's the best animation. Oh, I like this. Maybe move this back here. Oh, I like this animation. So yeah, I think this is the animation we are going to use. So there you have it. Let me trim the work area with N, so the animation will end here. So yeah, I like it. And let me increase to even here. Okay, so that's all for today's tutorial. You can find this project file in the description down below. So you can download it for free, and this is the result. And I'm gonna see you in the next